told you I'd get a haircut. Shamelessly wearing the merch right now. Hello beautiful people. We are officially starting the countdown to uni. I will be moving to Cambridge in 3 weeks from today. So let's prepare. I'm not used to my hair being like this yet, so I'm very self-conscious of how I look. In 3 weeks I'm going to be moving to live independently, and obviously that's very scary, but I have forever to practice. For me, a good idea was to recipe test. Having full control over my meals is going to be a big transition. Yippee! For context, in the unlikely case that you do not already know me, I have been in recovery from ye old anorexia for 2 years now, which has been made a bit more difficult by the likely autistic brain, but I am determined to not let it control my uni life. But this comes with a lot of accommodating, which is okay. Hence, as I cook these recipes, I am going to be looking for a certain number of features, and so here they are, and their reasons. Ease of planning and prepping. My plan is to get all my cooking done on like 1 or 2 days in a week, and then store it in a little fridge, and so I don't have to think about it. So there is minimum effort and time for when meal times actually come around. Number 2, space and time it takes up. I have a very small gym where I'm living, so we don't really have a full equipped kitchen because you're expected to go and eat in pools sometimes, and I'm not planning to bring all of my kitchen's equipment, so minimizing the space used, the equipment used, the ingredients used, and the time used is always a bonus. Number 3 is simple ingredients. Not only will I be a student with minimal funds to invest in some fancy ass spices and stuff that I used for like a singular recipe, so I'm not going to. This also comes under sensory needs because a lot of the herbs, as you'll see, make me feel ill. So before you come at me and call me a basic bitch, I promise I have my reasons. Number 4 is the ability to like include safe foods, and I'm not talking about anorexia safe foods because we don't have room for that here, and I don't think I have any. It also comes under simple ingredients again, just because I feel nauseous quite a lot, so things that are going to be easy and not overwhelm my senses. This is especially useful when I'm having a particularly nauseous day and I can't tolerate things being in my mouth, which is why when I'm planning I've split up sauces and like the bases, and I think that's it. In most of these recipes I'm cooking for my family as well, so that kind of gives an idea of the bulk 4 portions-ish cooking at once. But it also ramps up the anxiety when I'm cooking. I say that I haven't cooked in a long ass time. Although I have cooked recently, it's been with the emotional support of my friends, just being chaotic together. So I am less recently versed in providing nourishing meals for myself and other people. Hence the practice. Let's go. Let's go. Right, the recipe I'm cooking today is sweet and sour tofu stir fry. First time I've cooked in a long ass time. Let me just show you the setup. So we have a counter where I'll be cooking, well, chopping, hob where I'll be cooking, my laptop, dangerous place, I know, but I'm going to be making notes, whether I actually like it, how to store, tips on cooking, time it takes, all that jazz. It may seem a bit excessive, but given my situation, I think it's absolutely fine. I'm just gonna get started, and we'll see how this goes. I don't actually know how to prepare tofu properly. Tofu. Right. Should have really brought my bone stand down, but I didn't. Bish bash bosh. I might open this over the sink, you know. Oh, these scissors are shit. Hello. B. Some tofu. I think I'm just going to chop up everything and then see what happens. You don't like tofu. You're a dog. I think I forgot cubes are 3-dimensional. I thought that was it. My dog has decided to join me and she's just watching me. She's in the corner of my eye. It's absolutely brilliant, isn't it? starting to think I might not need all that tofu. You know, my brain thinks I'm fine, but the hands kind of give it away. I'm not usually a trembler. This is making me nervous for literally no reason. It's just food. Oh my god. It's annoying. Well, I messed that one up because I thought all the vegetables went in together, but they don't. These go in last. So we're moving that out of the way. Now that all the chopping is done, I am going to update my Notion with how long it took and how to organise the bowls because I did it wrong. And it's tofu time, I need a big bowl. Might as well just use the massive bowl because everything needs to be coated. I want to make sure it's all coated in there. So hi! I think I'm going to do a bit at a time and then put them straight in a pan. I don't actually know whether I should have done the whole block, but I have now. I call it covered, wouldn't you? I'm so good at this. Have I made a mess? Yes. You know what? The mess is already made. I can't be bothered. Move this massive bowl out of the way. Or whatever. And we got a location change. Hopefully I won't be stressed. Why don't you want to stick? Why don't you want to stick? Okay, I'll come back when it's sauce time. Squeeze. Reinforcements to cook the rice because I don't want to weigh out rice. Long story short, it took me about an hour overall. Really quicker next time I do it. This was evidently the first recipe I filmed, hence the optimism in how much I filmed. It was funny to watch and edit just to cut out the full minutes where I would stand in the middle of the kitchen doing fuck all because I'd forgotten what I was doing. But here's my review for the sweet and sour tofu. I think I got this recipe from Pick Up Limes, a vegan recipe. It was nice, it tasted like sweet and sour. It was a bit stressful, that's probably completely my fault in using A, too much tofu, B, getting stressed about it being covered. There wasn't enough sauce, like it wasn't liquidy enough, so when you put it over the rice wasn't really covered. In conclusion, I'll make a lot of sauce, store the sauce, cook crispy tofu, stir fry. Bosh! Next! Second recipe. I don't know actually what order this is in, but this is the second one I'm filming at least. Pasta I piselli, pea pasta. Literally peas and pasta. I don't know how good this one will be for like meal prep. I'm only making one portion. We don't have freezers anyway, so maybe I can just keep some blended peas in the fridge. Why not? Anyway, let's go. I'm using the last veggie stock cube, so I hope I don't get shouted at. 2 cups really that much? It says it's like 500. That seems like a lot of liquid. Garlic is being fried. I only just got the garlic smell off my hands from the last recipe after using 1 clove of garlic and I did it with my hands. Yay. Peas. I love peas, if they're the right peas. I don't like the school peas, so we'll see how this goes. There are peas on the floor! That was a bit dramatic, there were 4 peas on the floor. Never thought there'd be an art to cooking peas, but I think there is. Get a lemon. So let's put in half the lemon. It's a teeny tiny lemon. Puts in half the lemon when the sauce is being added to the pasta, but I thought I'd just blend it with the peas because there's actually in the sauce. Not pasta and stock and peas and peas and peas. That's cooking pasta. Somehow managed to make a massive mess and spill the stock everywhere, even though I'm pouring it out of a jug. Yay. That was fun. Or was it? Been waiting. Ignore the recipe that my dad has now abandoned because he's getting fish and chips. Grated some cheese on the teeniest chopping board ever just so I could get it all over the counter. And I should have about 3 minutes left if I check the time correctly because I forgot to set a timer. basically done. Oh, it was much harder to get the sauce out than I anticipated. It's probably all over my face. I add some bit more lemon. There's quite a bit of stock left, and it's still quite liquidy. I think next time I do less stock, but it tastes good. Pasta I piselli. No, I did not take a photo of the final product because I'm stupid. So here's a review. Peas are easy to blend. They're very nice to blend. It was quite pleasant to blend, apart from when I think it was leaking. I'm not sure. It looked vaguely green. Less easy to get out of the thingamabob. Sorry, NutriBullet, but your containers are just annoying. Why do you have the ridges? I've got peas stuck down the ridges. Crazy. But it tasted very nice. Would smash. Can confirm by my mother coming home, going, oh, it smells nice, trying some and wanting to make some for herself before realising I used the last stock cube. It's literally 2-3 ingredients for the sauce. Garlic, peas, a bit lemon, and vegetable stock, but that doesn't really count because it's literally water. Simple. Tick, tick, tick. The only problem is cooking a lot at once. I only cooked one portion, and you have to boil the pasta in the sauce, like in a flatter pan, which I think might be a bit harder if I'm cooking multiple portions of pasta. But I think it would be adaptable by putting it in like a normal saucepan that you use to boil pasta in. So I might do that. Next!
Hello, I'm setting up for another pasta sauce. Today it's like a mushroom substitute of bolognese. Je ne sais pas. I've just been to the supermarket. It's with mushrooms and lentils and spaghetti.
It's me to say cooked poi. I should look up how to say that. Lentils, and I was just going to use green lentils because I couldn't really find any apart from these ones, which are gourmet. And I was like, I'm a student, I'm not going to be buying 2 portions for £2.50 just of the lentils, but as I'm cooking for my mother and myself, I thought I'd do it with the actual stuff. I'll compare the prices with green lentils.
I'm also not going to be chopping like a peasant. We have this. I'm going to nab this off my dad when I go to uni. It's my dad's, but he's never used it. He got it for Christmas. Things are still in the packets. I'm calling dibs. I'm going to wash it beforehand. I'm going to redact that last statement because there was in fact dried bits of food in this bit. It made me realise it's probably going to be quite a pain to clean. Okay, I thought this would be easier than it is. I'm scared that it's going to suddenly go down. My excuse is I'm small and this is it's not optimal height if you ask me. Maybe it's the onion.
It's quite literally just that top layer that I can't deal with.
I do think it's going to be very useful for grating this carrot. Like that instead of stupid grater thing. Look, it's even got a tail. Carrots will never not be a pain to grate. It's orange. Didn't know beta carotene stained that much.
I think I chose a rather large carrot.
Oh dear.
I should have probably halved them before they went in there because that's a bit long, mate. But I'm just going to leave it because quite frankly, just be bothered. There are quite a few different herbs in this, like thyme, sage and rosemary. I'm using them this time, but I don't think I'll waste the money on them. Because the smell of most of them just makes me feel sick and I don't know why. They're perfectly fine, I'm sure. It's just not for me. There's a lot of stuff in the pan. And it's just occurred to me that I could actually try some. Word on miso paste, but it says paste, so I thought they meant paste. Liquidier than I thought. I then decided to lick the spoon because I don't know what it tastes like. Not a good choice. I think to save money as a student, I would just put a splash of soy sauce in there.
Can confirm, tastes good. Balsamic vinegar is a must. Either I forgot to put the rosemary in the recipe, or it's not in the recipe. I think the former is probably true.
I was incorrect. I completely made up the fact that rosemary was in the recipe. It's not in the recipe. I don't know why I was so convinced it was wet.
Biggest regret is choosing the spatula with stuff in it, like that. All the lentils get stuck in it, I just had to lick them all out. Now I'm just gonna clean up because there is carrot everywhere. Well, I just learned the hard way. Mushrooms are not a good candidate for the chopping thing. They got stuck everywhere.
We all saw the struggle with the contraption. I don't even want to discuss it. Review. Definitely made more like 3 to 4 portions than just 2. I don't know whether my carrots are just unusually large. I also used slightly different mushrooms, so I kind of just guessed how many. My personal preference is that I don't particularly enjoy the texture of lentils. Not a massive fan. So I think it would be better if I did a greater mushroom to lentil ratio. Although the texture is much less pronounced when it's with spaghetti. But it is quite easy. Literally, I just chopped some shit up, put it in a pan, cooked it. Bosh. Okay, quick word before we go to the final one. This is the breakfast/snack one that I did. It's a soft breakfast cereal thing, which uses the same ingredients that I use to make these little banana pancakes, which is just banana oats milk. They taste like banana muffins. I use them when my bananas have gone past the very small window that I can eat them raw in. I'm very texture and oriented when it comes to bananas, hence me hating the smell of ripe bananas. But it's alright when it's mixed in like with a dough thing, so. I make a cereal. I despise the smell of banana. I thought I'd blend some of the oats to make it mix in better. Didn't realise they blend so much. So that shot was pretty much the end product. It was quite hard to scramble the mixture. I don't think I ended up having it as a cereal in milk, just because it was more like a protein kind of ball thing, that kind of texture, I'd say. So I ended up having it more as like a snack, but it was a nice cool snack just to like keep in the fridge. And that is it for now. I have so many other recipes that I will probably never use at uni because I'll end up having plain pasta every day, but it will be fun to test them out. Plenty of time. Like, there are potato pancakes I could make. I haven't done anything with potato, so maybe there'll be another one. For now, that is it. Take care of yourselves, have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Good luck if you're going to uni this year. I think we're gonna need it.